The rumors are true. While 99% of hosts struggle with inconsistent bookings, those who understand Airbnb's algorithm are silently making thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. So in this video, I'll reveal everything you must know about Airbnb's algorithm to make money. Hey, I'm James Murphy, and in the past 5 years, my business has generated close to $30 million in Airbnb bookings, and over that period, I've hosted hundreds of thousands of guests. The algorithm secrets I'm about to share certainly aren't magic, but they do feel like a cheat code. So stick with me until the end of the video if you want to discover them. To crack Airbnb's algorithm, you need to understand the visibility game. Listen, Airbnb's visibility is about how easy it is for guests to find your listing without searching for you specifically. And to get visibility, you only need to focus on 3 simple metrics: views, clicks, and bookings. When you optimize for these, you can drastically increase the visibility of your listings and therefore get more bookings and make more money. Let me show you how. For views, make sure that you enable Instant Book. Listings with Instant Book activated often rank higher in search results as Airbnb favors properties that streamline the booking process. Have proper calendar availability. Listings with timely updates and fewer restrictions, like long minimum stays, tend to rank higher. Extend your calendar visibility to a full year. This approach unlocks more visibility because it signals to the platform that you're an active, committed host. A high response rate and speed to inquiries and booking requests are highly valued by the algorithm. Then, to increase clicks, you must invest in high quality photos. Professional, well-lit images can significantly increase your click-through rate as they make your listing more appealing. Craft a title that is both engaging and includes relevant keywords guests might search for, like modern apartment with city view or cozy cabin with hot tub. Highlight key amenities. If your listing offers popular amenities, for example, the pool, Wi-Fi, free parking, it's pet friendly, then ensure they are visible or hinted at in the image or cover title. Finally, to convert the ones that click, it's key that you also have positive guest reviews. Encourage guests to leave reviews by providing an excellent experience. Respond to reviews, both positive and negative, professionally. The quantity and quality of reviews builds trust and credibility. Flexible cancellation policies. It can feel counterintuitive, but strict cancellation policies hurt your bookings more than they help. Flexible ones make it easier for guests to commit so you get more reservations. Competitive and transparent pricing. Ensure your pricing is competitive and that there are no hidden fees that could surprise guests at checkout. Long story short, boost reviews with a complete, responsive listing and up-to-date calendar. Drive clicks with a stunning cover photo and compelling title highlighting key amenities. Convert views to bookings through great reviews, flexible cancellation policies, and competitive pricing. Needless to say, I've tested this extensively across my own vacation rentals in the UK, USA, Australia, and the Middle East. And it's one of the key reasons I've been able to flood my calendars with bookings while my competitors are still scratching their heads, wondering why their units are always empty. Now, talking about visibility, there is something else that is overlooked by many. It's the power of dark socials. You see, in marketing, we call dark socials those ongoing customer behaviors that are not easy to track. Applied to Airbnb, it's about word of mouth and social sharing. So how do you make your listing so remarkable that guests can't help but share it? Let me tell you. It's about creating extraordinary experiences guests won't forget. First, design for wow and visual appeal. This can lead to a 30 to 60% increase in revenue. We do this by creating visually stunning spaces with unique decor and photo-friendly spots that guests will naturally want to capture and share. Professional photos and strong aesthetics can earn 40% more on average, according to Airbnb studies. Focus on standout features like wall murals, bold design themes, or creative lighting that transform your space into a social media magnet. I can't stress enough that high quality photography showcasing these Insta-worthy areas is essential to your listing's appeal. Second, offer unique and thoughtful amenities, which will lead to approximately a 10 to 30% increase in booking conversion. Thoughtful extras like local treats, high-end coffee, unique tech, or specific gear for local activities make stays memorable and justify higher nightly rates. These standout amenities create perceived value far above cost. They drive stronger reviews and increase bookings through amenity-specific searches. Third, create personalized and memorable moments, and this will lead to a 5 to 15% in guest satisfaction boosts. Make your guests feel special with personalized touches like handwritten welcome notes or curated local recommendations. Simple gestures like local chocolates can cost just $5 but yield hundreds in repeat bookings by turning one-time transactions into long-term relationships. Fourth, encourage sharing, but subtly. This can lead to 5 to 25% in organic growth. Focus on creating an experience so remarkable that guests want to share it. Design photo opportunities, use a unique hashtag, or provide a guest book. Each piece of user-generated content influences potential future guests, growing bookings organically without paid advertising. The combined impact when all of these elements are implemented together can lead to a 40% increase in revenue. Furthermore, top performing properties can see 100 to 150% increases in competitive markets. And these aren't just nice to haves. They're strategic assets that boost your visibility and your revenue through social buzz and directly enhance your placement performance. Finally, another huge influence of visibility comes down to one simple but powerful factor, and that's timing. The platform gives new listings a temporary visibility boost, what I like to call the honeymoon period. As a digital marketplace, Airbnb is evaluating your property's performance, so you always need to prepare before your first week to make the perfect launch. Otherwise, the search system will bury your listing. This means having those stunning, high-quality photos ready, a detailed and compelling description, competitive introductory pricing, and your calendar open with high availability. If your listing doesn't perform well during this honeymoon phase, the algorithm will interpret these low engagement signals negatively, hurting your visibility and making it much harder to gain traction later on. As you can see, optimizing for the 3 metrics, engineering wow moments, and maximizing the honeymoon period is the exact framework we've implemented across hundreds of vacation rentals globally with some incredible results. And it's not only I who is benefiting from this strategy. Last time I checked, Steven, a member inside my community, transformed his struggling Mexico properties into some real cash flowing assets. But hold on, let me be honest for a moment. Even if you master the visibility game, there's something major that all big players in the Airbnb space know. It goes beyond what Airbnb's algorithm wants and taps into actual human psychology. And I have to be honest, almost no one is getting this right. To crack Airbnb's algorithm, you must turn on your 5-star review machine. Here's the thing. A major component to crack Airbnb's algorithm is learning how to politely ask guests to leave good reviews. For the OGs out there, you already know I'm talking about the review solicitation system. And yes, it has everything to do with how you earn, manage, and multiply your reviews. First, we need to understand how to use a follow-up sequence for guests who don't respond to the initial review. The key to maximizing reviews is strategic follow-up within the 14-day window, proven to boost review rates dramatically. Day 1. The thank you message. Send a personalized gratitude note immediately after checkout. This creates warmth and sets the foundation. It has a 55 to 65% impact on review rate with just this step alone. Day 4, the value add message. Share local tips or hidden gems they missed. This triggers reciprocity by offering unexpected value post-stay. Day 10, the gentle review reminder. Time your final request when guests can still recall details but have had time to reflect. This is what it's called, the 3-touch review system. Combined with a multi-channel approach, it can have up to a 75 to 90% success rate. The multi-channel approach leverages both automation and SMS alongside Airbnb messages to maximize visibility. Using Zapier automations, we combine Airbnb inbox messages, email follow-ups, and SMS reminders, which dramatically increases response rate. Our own data shows striking differences in review rates across approaches. Properties with no follow-up typically get few reviews, while those using only a basic thank you message get a review rate of approximately 55 to 65%. However, Implementing our full 3-touch system with multi-channel reminders consistently delivers 75 to 90% review rates across the board, which is insane. And to put this in practical terms, with 20 monthly guests, you jump from 5 to 8 reviews to 17 to 18 reviews. This creates a compound effect that significantly boosts your search ranking and booking conversion rate over time. Now, once you get those reviews, how you respond to them is absolutely essential for the ranking system as well. Replying to reviews correctly is almost an art. What you say after a guest leaves feedback, whether good or bad, can make all the difference in the world to your rating as a host. In the case of normal positive query responses, the best way to reply is to strategically mention specific amenities and features. For example, we're glad you enjoyed our premium memory foam mattresses. Will boost visibility significantly over a simple thank you. And if you want a full list of high-performing response keywords, check the description below. I just put together a full list of the exact keywords my team is using across our entire global portfolio of properties. And this isn't just being polite. It's strategically showcasing your listing's best features in the review section for future guests and sending positive signals to the search algorithm. For negative reviews, and yes, everyone gets them occasionally, respond with empathy, apologize if appropriate, and explain your corrective actions. Here's an example. The guest says the apartment was clean, but the check-in process was confusing and took way too long. Your response? Thanks so much for your feedback, John. We're really glad you found the apartment clean. We take a lot of pride in maintaining a spotless space for every guest. We're truly sorry the check-in process caused frustration. Since your stay, we've updated our instructions and added clearer signage to make things smoother for future guests. We really appreciate you helping us improve. This kind of response works because it strikes the perfect balance between empathy and strategy. It also shows the guests you care by acknowledging their feedback without getting defensive and highlighting something positive they mentioned. By calmly explaining what you've done to address the issue, you build trust with future guests. And by slipping in a subtle keyword like spotless space, you also give your listing a small SEO boost in Airbnb's search results. I guess being a pastor taught me early to stay calm, listen closely, and respond with intention. Who would have thought that bringing that mindset to hosting would be beneficial? Over the years, I've turned around struggling listings simply by addressing negative reviews with clarity, empathy, and a clear path of action. Thoughtful, solution-focused responses don't just protect your reputation, they generate trust. And that's what drives long-term success on Airbnb. Now, this whole review approach builds a loyal customer base and sends powerful signals to the marketplace that you're a host who cares about the digital ecosystem. But know this, to fully crack Airbnb's algorithm, all these review tricks are not enough. The real magic happens when you learn to combine guest feedback with Airbnb's hidden analytics engine. To crack Airbnb's algorithm, you must master Airbnb's analytics engine. What if I told you that Airbnb's algorithm is constantly giving us the exact roadmap to success, but 97% of hosts are missing these signals? After managing and launching over 500 properties and analyzing thousands of data points, my team and I have discovered that true success in Airbnb isn't about guesswork. It's about understanding data and making the right decisions with that data. The first thing is to track progress on key metrics over time using the Insights tab. This built-in feature within your host dashboard is essentially your business intelligence center, providing a wealth of data points about your listing's performance over time. Here, we can consistently see the 3 metrics that we talked about at the beginning of the video: views, clicks, and bookings, amongst others. Tracking these metrics helps pinpoint exactly where potential guests might be dropping off in their journey from searching to booking. Are you getting views but no clicks? Well, your main photo or title might be the issue. High clicks but low conversions? Your pricing, photos, or description might not be sealing the deal. The most successful hosts have become data-driven operators. They look at their actual numbers in the Insights tab, analyze what's working and what isn't, and make informed changes based on what the data tells them about guest behavior and preferences. Bonus tip: pay special attention to wishlist additions and returning guests. These are incredibly powerful positive signals to the Airbnb search system that many hosts completely ignore. Wishlist additions indicate that guests find your property desirable and are saving it for future consideration. It shows potential and appeal, signaling to Airbnb that your listing is attractive. Returning guests are arguably even more impactful. A guest choosing to book your property again is the strongest possible validation of a positive experience. It tells Airbnb that you provide exceptional hospitality and a desirable stay, fostering guest loyalty. Optimizing our properties and our guest experiences with the goal of increasing these returning guests and wish list additions metrics is a must. When we began optimizing specifically for these metrics, we saw our overall visibility increase dramatically across our portfolio of properties. Even members inside my community noticed the same, because the Airbnb algorithm is designed to reward listings that demonstrate guest satisfaction and popularity, as these are indicators of reliable hosts and positive booking experiences. And with that, we also come to something that's very important. You need to think of your Airbnb listing like a car. It needs regular maintenance to keep running smoothly. Once a month, you need to commit to doing a comprehensive, systematic checkup of your listings. Basically, you'll thoroughly review your listing and potentially refine your title and description. Are they still compelling, accurate, and optimized with relevant keywords that guests are searching for now? And have you added any new features that need highlighting? Do they set clear and accurate expectations? Your photos, do they still perfectly represent the current state of your property? Are they high quality and inviting? Based on your insights data, is your cover photo still performing well in driving clicks? Could updating or rearranging photos better showcase popular features? List accuracy. Are all listed amenities present, functional, and in good condition? Have you added any new amenities that need to be listed? Conversely, has anything been removed or broken that needs to be updated immediately to maintain listing accuracy? Your pricing strategy. Is your base price still competitive based on current market conditions and the data you see in insights? Are your dynamic pricing settings optimized for seasonality and local events? Are there any fees that could be clearer or adjusted? This systematic approach is what allows me and the members of my community to stay competitive even as market conditions and digital marketplaces evolve. You can literally iterate your way to success on Airbnb. And if you're serious about building your portfolio like a professional, you'll commit to implementing this monthly audit system. Now you have discovered exactly how to crack Airbnb's algorithm yourself and use it in your favor. It's all about playing the visibility game right, getting 5-star reviews on autopilot and leveraging them to get more bookings. It's about understanding analytics to improve your listings and to make more money. But let me warn you, to win this game at the highest levels, there's so much more to it. I've made close to $30 million in the past few years and still have a lot to share with you. So if you're ready to grow your Airbnb business, watch this video next. It's the exact blueprint I wish I had when I was just starting out. I'll see you there.